Global warming effects have been hard felt around the world, especially in developing nations which have continually experienced extreme weather. Frequent climatic changes have threatened the livelihood of many, especially farmers who are dependent on weather conditions for farming. It is with this view that a section of Kenyans, with support of non-governmental organizations, have ventured into renewable energy business to minimize the environment degradation. James Kinyua is one such entrepreneur who has embarked on making a special coal known as briquettes that does not emit carbon. Kinyua, who is financed by Global Village Energy Program Organization, GVEP, says unlike the normal charcoal, briquettes burn longer and does not emit any smoke.
So our briquettes are smokeless, and they are also sparkless, and they are odorless. And so there are all those benefits that comes by using our briquettes, because at least you don't have smoke in your house, they don't smell, they don't produce sparks, and they burn for a long time, they're high energy, and so we feel that we give our consumers the value for their money.
Kinyua says his products are much cheaper than the normal charcoal. He's planning to expand his business to target domestic consumers, since much of his briquettes are used by big firms such as hotels.
We've been promoting our briquettes production and consumption in the informal settlement, in Kibera, in Kawangwai, in Madare, whatever. And the idea is to have as many, what I may call urban household really start using them. And so we have different outlets. We have quite a number of outlets in the informal settlements where now our briquettes are being used.
He says briquettes are the way to go, since they are made from waste materials such as charcoal waste, bagasse and molasses, all obtained from sugar factories, thus saving trees. Though his business has grown, Kinyua says his main challenge was the huge startup capital that almost made him drop the venture until GVEP, working with the microfinance institution, came to his aid. Climate Innovation Center CEO Edward Mungai echoed Kinyua's sentiments, urging financial organizations to chip in and aid climate innovators and entrepreneurs. He said the current donor funding is inadequate to quench the current demand.
Last 2 years, we've seen more than 500 applications. This is exceeding expectations. We didn't expect all these applications. So I would say our success is really our challenge, in the sense that we have limited amount of funding. Luckily enough, we are seeing donors interested in us, wanting to put even more money to help us to develop these kind of innovations. So I think in terms of one of the biggest challenges that we face is that particular one of having limited resources to be able to accommodate all the innovators who are coming to us.
Mungai also urged the government to come up with policies that will aid climate innovations. On his part, Cesar Mwangi is urging financial institutions to invest in the untapped renewable energy business for profits.
Institutions need to be aware of is that renewable energy is a huge opportunity for them. The reason I say this is very simple. Renewable energy is free. The sun is free, the wind is free, the biogas from cow dung is free, and all that they need to do is be able to finance the entrepreneurs in these particular areas. And once they finance them, most likely from the kind of business they're able to develop, they will be able to repay back their finances.
He said such ventures will ensure the burgeoning energy gap in the country is filled.
Poverty is a big problem in the continent. And you can imagine, for someone who does not have energy, they are not able to basically do their very basic livelihood issues like cooking. They're not able to carry on businesses. They're not able to generate income simply because energy is scarce.
He said his organization will continue to give technical and financial assistance to renewable energy entrepreneurs.